Hello everyone, my name is Andrius, and in today's video I'm going to show how to install and use Empowered Insights for your Business Central instance. So Empowered Insights is a Power BI application that could be found in the App Store if you search for the keywords Empowered Insights. And when you click Get It Now, you are asked for your credentials. So I'm gonna enter mine. Okay. And I click for the installation process to start. Again, I'm asked for the credentials to the Power BI tenant. I confirm the installation. Okay, so we are installed the Empowered Insights app. We get immediately the message that we should connect to our data, and also that the license key is missing. So let's start with the license key. So to get the license key, we need to click on the link. We get to the Empowered Insights support page, and by clicking a button and filling the form, you will get the license key if you are entitled to get one. Okay, so we have already got the license key, so let's proceed with the other data needed. So next to the license key, we would need the Business Central Application Insights instance details. So I have one that I'm using for my demo Business Central tenant. So as you see, the connection string is the same one as in the production instance of my Business Central tenant. Next, I would need to know the application ID. So I can get it in the API access page by copying the application ID. All interviews. And also I need to access the application insights account that is able to access application insights to be set up with the read permissions in the access control. So if I would add the role assignment, I would need to select the reader permissions and add the relevant account. So as I already have the permission set up, I will not add new account. So, but it's important to add the account that you will be connecting in the upcoming step. Okay, let's return to the Empowered Insights. So let's click Connect Our Data and fill up missing information. So the timeout is default 30 minutes to update the application, to update the data from your application insights. So now let's paste the applications insight ID that we used for our that we copied from our application insights API page, and also let's get the license key. Let's set up a lookback period to 1 year. So that means that the report would renew the data each time for all the year from application insights. And here it is possible to select which environments, which Business Central environments include into the report. So let's enter the production. It is stated here. Let's click next and see if we will be able to connect to our insights. Okay, so I'm asked for credentials that needs to have the read permissions in application insights instance. Select mine. And let's wait for it to connect. Wonderful. We have already connected to the application insights instance and can see already some utilization data. So that's it regarding the installation, and we'll proceed with utilization analysis. Okay, so we have installed and configured the Empowered Insights Power BI application. Now it's time to see how to use it. So in the right corner, we see the list of active users, and users are encoded into the specific GUID, which is done for the GDPR purposes. That user should not be identifiable. These numbers could change from time to time, and if there is a need to identify which specific user we are talking about, we can go to the Business Central, go to the users table. If we open our user table, click show more, and we can spot the telemetry ID. So let's proceed with the report. So how to interpret the activity of the user. So it could be interpreted from the different perspectives. So there are the users that are using the Business Central very often. There are users that are using Business Central intensively, and they could use it often or not. So the users that use Business Central often and intensively are the most heavy users, and we should focus our attention how to remove all the roadblocks these users have, because these users bring the most productivity to the table. And so there are like two aspects. So there are how often. So days used shows how often users use the Business Central, and pages used is how wide users use, so how much functionality they utilize in the Business Central, and page views is total intensity of the user. On the right corner, we can select two periods, two types of periods. Should we analyze the trends weekly or daily? So for the shorter periods, like 7 days or 30 days, it makes sense to follow the trends daily. But for the 90 days, maybe it's already too long period to track day-to-day basis. So the KPIs of the user could be summarized and aggregated to the weekly time frame. Okay, so if we select last 7 days, we see that we have 2 inactive users during the last 7 days, and if we right click on the number and click drill through, we could see the exact IDs, telemetry IDs of the users that did not use the application. All right, so next it's possible to see the trend of the Business Central usage by application area or by the app. And if I would expand it, I would see the trend based on the user, and also if I expand it even more, I see the trend based on the specific page if necessary. So here we see the pages that are most popular and with popularity decreasing. But for example, the inventory is we see that this functionality is not used almost for 30 days. So either we have the objective reasons or not, but this is the area to investigate why the system is not utilized in this area. And also, if we go into the apps, we see, for example, late payment prediction app is also almost not used for the 30 days. And well, if we take the longer period, maybe we could easily identify the apps that we should stop paying for, because the users does not use the app functionality anymore. So a really good place to identify the return of investment of the apps. If we go a little bit left, we could see that there is the analysis of users connected during each day, so active users each day. So that means that the number shows that the number of users, of unique users that were connected at least once during the day. And also the green median page views per day shows the user activity during the day, so how intensively users were using the app. So we see that the closer we get to Christmas, the less users are using Business Central. And on the bottom, there is also a trend analysis and the forecast, and which is based on the historical data. So it shows that what activity we could expect of the users in the upcoming period from now. So the gray area is the predicted one. That's all I wanted to show about the utilization, and I'll meet you in the next module about analyzing the activity of the users. Okay, so we have analyzed, we can analyze the utilization. Let's move on with the activity analysis. So as I mentioned before, there are 2 dimensions to measure user activity, is by the number of days used during the specific period, which we can select in the top of the page, and also by the page views per day. So how intensively, on average, user is using application. So we see 2 users that are leaders in this area. So the user in green is using the Business Central most frequently and most intensively, and the user in 3 is using has connected to the Business Central only once, and seen and also opened one page. So probably we should investigate if this user still needs the Business Central license, and maybe it could be allocated for more for users that could get better use of Business Central. On top of that, this analysis could be analyzed by the specific area. So, for example, if we go to the finance part, the picture could be different. Also, we could see by which heavy users the specific application has. And if we want to analyze in more detail, we could even go to the details of the specific page. Next to the users, we could switch the mode of the apps, because determining the apps that are most heavily used, we could make some business decisions. So the app on the top right quadrant is most often used and most intensively used app. And the size of the bubble also shows the number of users that are using the app. So that means that this app is also used by the most of the users. So probably it is the Business Central base application, as I could guess. So by focusing, by seeing which apps are most used, we could see if we need additional training or other means to increase the utilization of the specific app. And on the contrary, the apps that are almost never used could see if they need additional attention or there are some roadblocks that are preventing users from using the app, or it's not relevant anymore and it could be offloaded of the Business Central and would make it lightweight for the easier maintenance going forward. I think that's all I wanted to show regarding the Empowered Insights. Thank you for attention and have a productive usage.